Hi again, guys. It's humble pie time and time to talk dandelions.
Yeah! Yeah!
Since I developed this property, I decided no grass, fruit forest over the whole thing, and spread wood chips. Now I put the original wood chips down about 5 or 6 years ago, an average of 4 to 6 inches. Yeah, you know they degraded over the years, and last year I decided I needed more. I needed to top it up. So we've got a sawmill in town, and they've got a blower truck, so you can just order wood chips, and they come in, they park on the street, and then they extend hoses, like a 6-inch hose, uh, up to a couple 100 feet, and they'll blow nice wood chips of various sorts or soil mixes anywhere in your yard, up to a couple 100 feet away. I I sprayed all of my weeds in the all throughout the property with Roundup, and then I pulled out a bunch of stuff. And one of the main culprits was dandelions, because they just sprout here and grow like crazy. So after putting in probably an average of another 4 to 6 inches over the whole property, and that was in excess of 30 cubic yards. Now it's a year later, and you look, this area here around this tree where I added at least 6 to 8 inches of chips. The dandelions are back, thicker than ever, very healthy, over a foot long, and in other areas, which I'll show you again shortly, I've got dandelions with leaves I think are up to 2 feet long. Now dandelions, as I've done more research, I've come to realize that they serve a lot of good purposes. One of the purposes is as a ground cover. As you see, you get like a green ground cover, so it keeps the ground cool. Also has a deep tap root that goes down 2 or 3 feet and will bring nutrients up to the surface for use with other plants. So it's great for that. Another thing I did was realize that I can use them for chop and drop. So I'll show you shortly. I have these eaves troughs that I planted salad mix in, but they were drying out because it's bare soil and they're right in direct sun. But, well, let's take a look. Here's my trough with some lettuce in. Hold on.
Yes.
I'm gonna go get some leaves and we're gonna drop them right onto that. So I just cut some dandelions, and now these leaves, as I place them on the soil and they gradually decay, they protect the soil from drying out from this hot sun, and it's made a world of difference. Previously, I would have been watering at least once a day, if not more, and now, it'll last for several days before I have to water again. So you can see, there's the leaves, and my little lettuces poking through. My pollards, I've got peas and beans growing up. And look over to the side, look at that lush bed of dandelions. It's amazing. Huge, luscious, delicious. And look over here, look at this guy here. That has massive leaves. Let's measure them. If I put the tape measure on, from crown to tip, that's 21 inches on that one. This one, 22 inches, that leaf. And look at these leaves here. Look at this guy. You know, from the crown out, that's like 14 inches. And look how wide it is. It's almost 6 inches wide. Those are luscious. So, let's do another test because I realized these are all edible. All right, let's get the basket. Okay, I've got everything. There's my basket of that beautiful leafy greens. Now, I was reading on the internet that dandelion leaves actually are the 4th most nutritious green leaf veggie in the world. Okay, so we've harvested a nice basket of dandelion greens, and as soon as my wife is finished baking, then we'll go and prepare and cook them up, and we'll give them a try.
What?
And this is July the 22nd. Come here.
Barbecue?
Come, sit right here.
I want to sit in the sun.
This is July the 22nd. So these dandelions, they've come up. They've all flowered. They've had lots of additional growth. You saw some with leaves that were 22 inches long. Amazing. And just lush greenery. Leaves 6 inches wide. So I can see whether they really taste good. The other thing I didn't mention is when they're flowering, they're terrific food for bees and pollinators. They bring massive amount of insects, which is great, especially early in the year. And then this year on my property, I had two pairs of goldfinches that came that alighted on the stem of a dandelion that had flowered, and then it closed up, but it was before the seeds had developed and flown off. And they just sat there on the stem, and they just pecked away and pulling out immature seeds. Pulling out immature seeds for like 15 or 20 minutes. It was amazing. Anyway, so obviously great food for insects, great food for birds, and we'll see if it's great food for us too. If you look down there, you can see some beautiful, nice dandelions growing in the semi-shade under that apple tree. And if we pan over to the other plum tree, just a huge bed of luscious dandelion greens. What a harvest that would be if they're edible. Do you like dandelions?
Oh, yeah.
Why? Do you like to pick the flowers?
Oh, yeah.
And what do you do with them?
Take them.
Do you eat them? No.
We do not eat
You do not eat
flowers.
dandelions?
No.
Oh, but they're supposed to be really good.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to cook up some dandelion greens for lunch. Would you like some? Would you like to try some?
No.
It might be really good. Yeah, because I think you can eat dandelions. Shall we try it?
No.
Yeah?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yummy, yummy. Are you going to eat some?
Where was the sun?
Yeah? You going to try it?
What?
Dandelions.
No.
Why not?
Because I don't.
It's a flower.
No.
You don't eat the flowers?
No.
Oh, some flowers you can eat. Okay, here we are. Here's our beautiful greens. We're going to take them and first separate out the dead brown stuff. Put the rest in the sink and wash it all off. Some more dead leaves and old leaves. A couple more, let's get them in there. Get everything washed. Lay these down. So luscious. Look at that stuff. That's nice greens. Okay. That's good. Set them in this sink. And we're going to process the greens. Now, I'm going to put them in a wok, and then we're going to fry them up. Now, I've got this leaf, and I think I'm going to de-stem it. Take the stem out like I do in kale. We'll just keep the nice end and de-stem that. That's going to go into the compost. We're done prepping it. Get all those stems, that's going to feed the compost. And next thing is I'm going to cook it in olive oil and garlic. So I'm going to take a couple of garlic cloves here, crush them up, and then we'll get the wok going. There's one. Yeah, looking forward to getting my own garlic here. Okay, there's the garlic. Let's get going on the wok. Okay, here we go. Let's light the stove. Front burner on high. And get the greens. Actually, I'm going to heat up the wok first. Get a little olive oil. So we're going to add in a little oil. A couple of tablespoons. Here we go. Just get that frying. And should be just a minute or so. Here's the greens that are going to go in shortly. And we'll see what we've got. they're all cooked. So, giving it a try. The greens look delicious. And I cut out the stems, or the majority of the stems, because it'll allow everything to cook a little bit more evenly. And also I get this milky latex that's predominantly in the stem, so hopefully that'll be gone too. Just doing a little garlic and olive oil, which I saw in another video, not for dandelions, but for other greens. And hopefully that'll work well. I'll take the greens now and chop them. Oh, come on. So chopped and cross-chopped. The garlic is, ooh, that smells good. It's browning up a little bit on the garlic. Get the oil hot. Let's add that in and then see what we end up with. Ooh, nice and sizzling. Try a minute. Yeah, there you see it, cooking up. That garlic sure smells good. Okay, let them sit there for a little bit and cook. And we'll try them out. I'm going to get some vinegar, some apple cider vinegar. I love this on greens, so we're going to give that a try. And should be ready for the taste test in a few minutes. Oh, it's cooking up just like spinach. Actually, that garlic smells so good, I'm going to add some more. We'll throw in some garlic powder. And stir that in. It's hot. Yeah, it's getting nicely cooked. Lots of garlic, I love garlic. I think that looks pretty good. There you go. Delicious. Serve this. Turn the heat off. And let's just get every last morsel. I'm really hoping this is delicious. Okay, that's the moment of truth. I can taste the dandelion flavor for sure. It's not super strong, but it's there. Garlic's nice. Let me add a little vinegar. Okay. With the vinegar, that's delicious. Yay. Okay, here I am with my plate full of greens. It's actually not bad. Very nice with the with the vinegar. It's not that it's bitter, but it's got that slight dandelion taste. Well, it's not as good as spinach. And I think if I got younger leaves and stuff from before they flowered, it might be altogether different taste. But yeah, not bad. I'm probably not running out and harvesting all the rest of my dandelions, but definitely something to consider and try it in some different ways. Well, to wrap up, I finished off the majority of that huge plate of dandelion greens. I know it's not bad. You know, a little bit of a dandelion taste. The extra vinegar, the garlic was delicious, and something I would definitely consider. I think I may try it, maybe mix it with spinach or some other things, and or try to get younger leaves in the spring. It might be very different at that point. So to wrap up, the dandelions, even though most people think they're a terrible weed, they provide great food for bees and pollinators. Birds, and also edible. That was just the leaves. Apparently you can like deep fry the flowers in the spring, you know, in some batter. It's supposed to be very nice. And the roots make a good coffee substitute. You pull them, dry them, and then grind them up. And apparently they're very good too. In addition to that, it's a nutrient accumulator with a deep taproot. It goes 2-3 feet or more. And they're very prolific in our climate. And you can hardly get rid of them. And for chop and drop, they work wonders, so you could use them that way as well. I was reading on out of the Richter herb and seed catalog about dandelions that yeah, they support the production of bile and really support your liver function, which is you know, it's a huge problem, and you know, it's good just from that point of view. So I've got to seriously say that you know, a few dandelions around are no problem at all. Thanks again.